Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the March 12th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time for myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I will take a minute to look this over. The question is, what are 5 things I can truly be grateful for today? And the passage begins with this person saying that they came to Al-Anon in quite a resentful state due to their dealings with their alcoholic sister. They could not see their own part in the situation that they were living in. But this person felt so much love in their Al-Anon meetings that they were able to focus on themselves. They use the tools, how important is it, and say what you mean, but don't say it mean. When they doubt themselves, they stop and focus on their breath, and they focus on gratitude. Today's reminder: in Al-Anon we find love and goodwill, and we realize that we are enough, and we have many blessings in our lives. The quote is from How Al-Anon Works for Families and Friends of Alcoholics. It talks about the importance of gratitude. So the question, what are 5 things I can truly be grateful for today? Retirement, friends and family, breathing, food, shelter. Singing birds, fresh air, clean water, good thoughts that feel good, my higher power, guidance. It's more than 5. But that's all good stuff. I could keep going. There's always so much to be grateful for. And I like the reminder of say what you mean, but don't say it mean, and how important is it? And gratitude. Gratitude is huge, huge. In my serenity, it's gigantic. I will take a moment to look this over. This is about detachment. The passage starts off with the fact that another person's mood, tone of voice, or state of inebriation can have absolutely nothing to do with our course of action. We don't have to beat our head against a wall. We don't have to dive into arguments. We don't have to react when we're provoked. And we don't have to take things personally. We can realize that we're dealing with someone who's in pain, and we can try to show compassion. Today's reminder, detachment with love, means we don't depend on what other people do, say, or feel to determine our own well-being. We can accept people for where they are and act accordingly. The quote is from In All Our Affairs. Detachment means caring more for our own serenity. I like that. I think it's it can be more difficult to practice than to say. Like, to put it into practice can be hard because it's I just think that the disease just has a way of wearing people down. But I think that awareness is huge, and knowing that we always have choices is huge. I'm not living in a situation where I have to deal with this on a daily basis, thank God. I remember when I was dealing with something similar, I did take these words to heart, and I did have compassion. I did detach with love. And it was such a big deal when I realized that I didn't have to take it personally, because when I first came into program, I really thought that my loved one was trying to destroy me, because that's what it felt like. It felt like it was like only one of us could survive, and that person was trying to kill me. It's not funny. I say it because it was just horrible. But once I went to a few meetings, I realized that my loved one was, which was, really heartbreaking when I realized that my loved one was really suffering. And the way they treated me was just a symptom of their own suffering. And that brought a real change of perception, awareness. My understanding completely changed, and it just softened my heart a little. It didn't make me not make boundaries, but it did make my heart change, where I just prayed for my loved ones' well-being, and that they would find their way, and that their higher power would take care of them. And I just loved them, but I had my boundaries, and it was really that simple. I'm not saying it was like simple to do, but I'm saying that's really what it boiled down to. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.